Rome, 1527. The night sky is swollen with black smoke, the air thick with the scent of burning wood and flesh. Flames crawl like serpents up the stone walls of the Vatican. The shadows of soldiers flicker across marble streets, their armor clanging as they surge toward the heart of Christendom. In the narrow corridors of the Apostolic Palace, Pope Clement VII is hurried along by his attendants. His white robes are smeared with ash. Outside, the Swiss Guard fight with desperation. Their bright blue, red, and yellow uniforms make them stand out even more against the chaos. They know they will not survive the night, but they fight anyway. Beyond the palace gates, the sack of Rome unfolds with terrifying brutality. The attackers are not unbelievers, but soldiers of the Holy Roman Emperor, Charles V, a man who publicly swore loyalty to the Church. On this night, the Vatican, the spiritual capital of the Catholic world, has become a battlefield. In the centuries that followed, these walls would guard far more than relics and holy books. They would keep some of history's most enduring secrets locked away from public view. What if I told you the Vatican holds knowledge so explosive it could rewrite what we believe about history, faith, and the fate of nations? That behind locked doors sit documents and artifacts history itself has tried to bury? Today, we open the metaphorical gates and reveal 10 of the Vatican's most extraordinary secrets. The power behind the walls. The Vatican is small in size, barely half a square kilometer, yet it has commanded global influence for centuries. Popes have acted as spiritual leaders and political power brokers. They have crowned emperors, excommunicated rulers, and swayed the outcome of wars. The Apostolic Palace is more than a papal residence. It is a nerve center of diplomacy, politics, and faith. Inside, the frescoes of Michelangelo and Raphael watch over rooms where decisions have been made that altered the course of history. Beneath the palace, guarded by stone walls and strict access rules, lies the Vatican Apostolic Archive. This collection holds over 50 miles of shelving filled with manuscripts, letters, and records that span more than 12 centuries. Scholars have seen some of it. Much of it remains closed. Secret 1. The hidden truth about the Knights Templar. The Knights Templar were formed in the early 12th century to protect Christian pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land. They grew into one of the most powerful military orders in Europe, with immense wealth and influence. By the 1300s, their power rivaled that of kings. On Friday, October 13, 1307, King Philip IV of France, burdened by debt to the Templars, ordered their arrest. Accused of heresy, blasphemy, and even devil worship, many knights were tortured into false confessions and executed. The Pope at the time, Clement V, under political pressure, dissolved the order. For centuries, history recorded the Templars as guilty. Then in 2001, a remarkable discovery changed everything. Buried in the Vatican archives for nearly 700 years was the Chinon parchment, a document proving that Pope Clement V had absolved the Templars of heresy in secret. The official record had been suppressed. In the eyes of the Church, they were innocent all along. Secret 2. The Third Secret of Fatima. In 1917, in the Portuguese village of Fatima, 3 shepherd children claimed to have seen a vision of the Virgin Mary. She revealed to them 3 secrets. The first described a vision of hell. The second predicted the outbreak of World War II and the spread of communism. The third secret remained locked away in the Vatican for decades. Only in the year 2000 was it revealed to the public. The text described a bishop dressed in white being killed amid destruction and chaos. The Vatican explained that it referred to the assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II in 1981. Critics were unconvinced. Some argued the prophecy's true meaning had been withheld. Others believed it predicted a spiritual collapse within the Church itself. The long delay in revealing the third secret only deepened suspicion. Secret 3. The Vatican's role in World War II. During the Second World War, the Vatican faced a moral and political crisis. Pope Pius X has been accused by some historians of remaining silent while millions of Jews were murdered in the Holocaust. Defenders say he worked quietly behind the scenes to help those in danger, fearing that open condemnation of Hitler would worsen the persecution. The debate continues. Some Vatican wartime records have been opened, but others remain locked away. Until every document is released, the full truth of the Vatican's actions during one of humanity's darkest periods will remain hidden. Secret 4. The missing relics and artifacts. The Vatican museums are filled with treasures, but there are items the public never sees. Locked away are relics of saints, fragments of the true cross, and ancient religious objects. Legends claim that the Vatican guards artifacts from biblical times, including the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant. While there is no proof, the Church's centuries-long practice of collecting sacred relics makes such stories difficult to dismiss entirely. Somewhere in those restricted chambers could lie artifacts capable of changing the way we view history. Secret 5. The Archives themselves. The Vatican Apostolic Archive is the greatest mystery of them all. The word secret in its former name did not mean hidden in the modern sense, but private. Even so, centuries of limited access have fueled wild theories. Inside are letters from Michelangelo, records of Galileo's trial, and correspondence between popes and monarchs deciding the fate of nations. Some areas of the archive are permanently closed to researchers. If a document as important as the Chinon parchment could remain hidden for 700 years, one can only wonder what else lies unread in those endless rows of shelves. Secret 6. Galileo and the Church. In the early 1600s, Galileo Galilei championed the idea that the Earth revolved around the Sun, a theory that contradicted official church teaching. In 1633, he was tried for heresy and forced to recant under threat of imprisonment. Centuries later, the Vatican admitted that the Church had been wrong. But documents show that even during Galileo's trial, some church officials agreed with him in private. Politics, not faith alone, shaped the decision to silence him. Secret 7. The Prophecy of Saint Malachy. According to legend, Saint Malachy, a 12th century Irish archbishop, predicted the identity of every pope from his time until the end of the Church. Each was described in a short, cryptic Latin phrase. The list is said to have been eerily accurate for centuries. If true, it places the current pope, Francis, as the final one before a time of great tribulation. The Vatican has never officially endorsed the prophecy, but it has never entirely dismissed it either. Secret 8. The Index of Forbidden Books. For almost 400 years, the Vatican maintained the Index Librorum Prohibitorum, a list of books Catholics were forbidden to read without permission. It included works by Galileo, Voltaire, and other influential thinkers. The index was abolished in 1966, but the records remain in the Vatican. They reveal not just what was banned, but why, offering a rare look at how the Church once sought to control knowledge itself. Secret 9. The Vatican Bank Scandals. The Vatican Bank, officially the Institute for Works of Religion, has been tied to allegations of money laundering, corruption, and even connections to organized crime. Internal financial reports that could shed light on these scandals are not available to the public. Over the years, sudden deaths, missing funds, and mysterious transactions have added to the intrigue. Secret 10. The Silence on Abuse. In recent decades, the Church has faced a devastating crisis over the abuse of minors by clergy. Investigations have revealed that in some cases, the Vatican knew of allegations and failed to act swiftly. While steps toward transparency have been taken, many documents remain sealed. Victims' advocates argue that only by opening all records can the full truth be known and justice served. Humor among the shadows. Not every Vatican secret is dark. In 2012, leaked papal documents revealed trivial quarrels, including disputes over parking spaces inside the Vatican walls. Even in the holiest city on earth, human nature finds a way to make itself known. The Vatican's secrets are more than ancient manuscripts or locked vaults. They remind us that history is shaped not only by events, but by those who decide what is remembered and what is forgotten. Perhaps that is why the Vatican fascinates people around the world. It is a place where faith and power meet, where truth and rumor blur, and where some answers may never come to light. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden past of the Vatican, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more untold histories. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.